Okay, so I wanted to show you some abdominal exercises that you can do at home. I've been promising you that I would. So the first one, I want you to lie down, bend your knees, and we're going to start with a breathing technique, which is really great for strengthening those deep core muscles. So first of all, I just want you to sink your lower back into the floor, so get a crease and fold across your stomach. Now you're going to push your pelvis away, so you're going to do the opposite, arch your back away from the floor. Okay, get a big gap under your back. Now you're going to find neutral position, and that's where I want you to be in these exercises, keeping that pelvis in neutral. Okay, so the first breathing exercise we're going to do, you're going to start with your hands on your rib cage, your fingertips touching. Okay, as you inhale, you're going to expand your rib cage, so your fingertips are going to separate. Okay, so you're going to inhale, fingertips separate, exhale. As you do so, you're compressing your rib cage, and you're going to think about contracting your abdominal muscles. You're going to suck your belly button towards your spine, and then pull up on your pelvic floor muscles, the muscles that stop you going to the toilet. Okay, so you should get a deep abdominal connection, so do that again. You're going to inhale, exhale, pushing all the air out, contracting those abdominal muscles, sucking your navel to your spine, pull up on those pelvic floor muscles, and you should feel a really deep connection. Okay, inhale again, and exhale. All the way down to your pelvic floor muscles, squeeze them really, really tight. To advance that one, you can either have a cushion or just get a hand towel, pop it in between your knees. So again, I work the same breathing technique. Inhaling, exhale, compress your rib cage, navel to your spine, pull up on your pelvic floor muscles, and now you're going to squeeze that cushion in between your knees. Squeeze it as tight as you can, making that abdominal connection even more intense. Okay, now inhale, release it slightly. Exhale, all the way down, pelvic floor muscles, and keep squeezing that cushion. And again, exhale, contract the abdominals and squeeze the cushion. Now to advance that again, you're going to curl your head up, as long as it's not too uncomfortable for your necks. And you're going to create a flat tabletop with your abdominals and continue to squeeze that cushion. So inhale, exhale, contracting all those abdominal muscles, pulling up on your pelvic floors, squeezing that cushion in between your knees. And again, exhale, all the way down. Okay, inhale, release. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is bridge. So, just lying down, hands on the floor, working in the same breathing technique. You're going to inhale, exhale, contracting all the way down to your pelvic floor muscles. Now you're going to sink your lower back into the floor, so you create that crease and a fold across your abdominals. And now you're going to peel your pelvis off the floor. So squeezing your bum, peeling the pelvis, all the way up onto your shoulder blades, relaxing your head and your neck the whole time, squeezing your bum and really lifting those hips as high as you can. Inhale there, exhale and roll slowly down your spine, back down, so vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way back down, so your lower back sinks into the floor, creating that crease and fold, and then you release your pelvis into neutral. So we'll do that again. Inhale, exhale, contracting, pelvic floors, sink that lower back into the floor and peel your pelvis all the way up onto your shoulder blades. Inhale there, exhale, and gently roll down your spine, sinking your lower back into the floor, releasing your pelvis into neutral. Now we're going to advance that one, so we're going to inhale again, exhale, sink your lower back into the floor, pull your pelvis all the way up onto your shoulder blades. And now you're going to straighten one leg and hold that there. The leg back down, keep that bum squeezed, Keeping those hips up, straighten the other leg. And back down. Going to inhale there, exhale. All the way down, sinking your lower back into the floor, releasing your pelvis back into neutral. Okay. Next exercise, just bring your knees into your chest first and just rock your lower back. Rock your back on the floor. Okay. You're going to clasp your right knee with your left hand and put your right hand on the outside of your right foot. You're then going to straighten your left leg to about a 45-degree angle and you're going to curl up. You're going to inhale there, exhale and switch. Inhale there, exhale. Thinking about squeezing those abdominal muscles really nice and tight. Inhale, exhale. Keeping that body curled up and switching. Okay, you should feel a good connection again. Cross your abs. The next one we're going to do is just let your feet hang, your knees bent, arms and your hands out on the floor for stability. First of all, you're just going to rock your knees over to the right. So you're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, engaging those core muscles, and you're going to rock your knees to the right. Really squeezing those abdominals. Inhale there, exhale, bring your knees back to centre. Inhale to prepare, exhale, rock your knees to the left. Inhale there, and bring your knees back to centre. Okay, advancing that one, going to inhale, exhale, rock your knees to the right, and now when you inhale you're going to straighten your legs in that position. So inhale, straighten your legs, you'll feel that intensify. Inhale there, exhale, bring your knees back to centre, and again on the other side, inhale, exhale, rock your knees, inhale, straighten your legs. Keep those abdominal muscles really tightly squeezed. Inhale, exhale, bring your knees back to centre. Okay, I'm going to go into Superman planks. So you can, if you start with your knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders. We're going to straighten our left leg. It doesn't have to be high, just in line with your hips. Okay, and then you're going to straighten your right arm, so opposite arm and leg. Try and lengthen through your arm and your leg, and looking down. Okay, and then you're going to switch sides. Think about engaging those core muscles, focusing on your breathing. Okay, to advance that, we're going to go into a full plank, so keeping your bum down. Really engage your core muscles, push out through your heels. You're going to straighten your left leg and straighten your right arm. And then switch. Straighten your right leg and straighten your left arm. If that version is too much, just stay in the first version I showed you. Cool. After you've done that, I'm going to go into a plank on your forearms. So coming down, clasping your hands. Push out through your heels, hips nice and low. And you're going to breathe into that. Think about squeezing your bum, squeezing the muscles in your legs, focusing on your breath, squeezing those abdominal muscles, and holding that position. Okay, the next one, you're going to sit and you're going to rock your pelvis back till you feel burn in your abdominals. Okay, so from this position, have your hands out in front as if you've got a ball, and you're going to twist to one side, come back to the centre, twist to the other side, back to the centre. Again, keep breathing. And twisting. If you've got a medicine ball, you can do it with the ball. Twisting and focusing on your breathing. Keeping those feet on the floor and engaging those core muscles. Okay, I'm going to show you 3 variations of plank. So you're going to start just sitting on one side. You're going to straighten your top leg, and then you're going to lift your hips off the floor, straighten your bottom leg. Okay, have your arm up in the air. Really engage those core muscles. Feel that down your side. Inhaling and exhaling. So this is plank version number 1. You're going to come to the centre and switch. When you've done that. And then plank number 2. A little bit more intense. Stick to plank number 1 if you can't do this one. Inhale, exhale, lifting one leg as well. Really focusing on engaging those core muscles to stabilise, and switch to the other side. Keeping those hips lifted. And plank version number 3. Have one arm up, and you're going to rotate your arm behind you. Move back up. Really crunching those abs. Almost touching that back leg, so reaching for your knee at the back. And then when you've done that, switch to the other side. Okay, so there are 3 versions of plank. Next exercise, last one. We're just going to have our legs straight up in the air. Okay. And your hands out on the floor either side of you. What you're going to do is lift your lower back and your bum off the floor. But you're just using your abdominal muscles to do it. So you're not rocking backwards and forwards. You're lifting. Using those lower abdominal muscles. You feel a nice burn. Really lifting that lower back off the floor, just using your abs. Good. Okay, so after you've done all those exercises, you need to stretch your abdominals off. So if you lie down nice and flat, get comfy. You're going to inhale, arms up above your head and over. Okay, get a good full body stretch. Lengthening through your fingers and your toes. You're now going to arch your back off the floor. So inhale as you do so. Arch your back. Feel that stretch down your abdominals. And then exhale. Sink you back down. Inhale and stretch again. Exhale. And once more. Inhale. Exhale. Just one more abdominal stretch that you can do. So, from all fours, just want you to bring your pelvis towards the floor, just slowly. So bring your pelvis down, pushing up through your hands, squeezing your bum, and looking up, stretching off your front. Just breathing into it, and feeling that stretch. Okay. Let me know how you get on.